What's up, everyone? Gotta add Lunatic. Hey,
Yo, 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 what's good?
what's good, Lunatic? How are you?
I can't call it, man. What's good, LV, my man?
Not much, man. Just long day at work. Uh, little sleep last night, but I'm here and
No
I'm
doubt.
ready. So
Hey, look, I feel you, man. Shit, motherfuckers be burnt out. You feel me?
yeah,
It's Friday, man, so we gonna celebrate to that, man.
for sure. And
No,
we still have time to put passion into the music and everything around it. So salute to us.
no, I appreciate you. Hey,
That's
look,
what I say.
before
Go
we
ahead.
start, let me get this shit proper introduction. Lunatic
Okay.
in the motherfucking building, man, with my man LV on the auto rhyming. Been waiting for this shit. I'm all for press. Let's get it. We live, my nigga. Let's get it.
Dope. Let's get it, man. Yeah, man. So I'll start by saying, why I started this is, about 10 years ago, I did my thing for my neighborhood, put out a few projects, got in the national newspaper, did some shows, and I know everything that goes into this. I'm a lifelong fan of hip hop since like age of 6, so I've been listening to this shit for decades. And
Okay.
I feel we put so much into this music and we drop it, we might have a buzz, some might have a buzz longer than others, but sometimes it comes and goes. But I want to slow down and appreciate the music, and if you can't appreciate someone else's music, how much can you really appreciate the art form that you're involved in? So, and I like to think I only talk to the best of the best, man. So I hold your shit in high regard.
Hey,
And
look, I
thanks for
appreciate
saying
that.
yes, man.
I
Yeah, man.
appreciate that. Hey, look,
So go
um,
ahead.
nah, man, I just wanted to touch on when you were talking about respecting other people's shit. You know, um, I listen to a lot of hip hop, man, and I'm an MC. I've been doing this shit for a long time. Um,
Yeah,
when I seek out for new shit to listen to, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, I don't give a fuck where you from. I don't even care if you got a buzz. If that shit hot, that shit got a tight ass beat, shit got lyrics, shit got substance. I'm all on it. But the difference is I'm gonna tell another motherfucker about it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Tell somebody else about it. So I'm gonna always spread the word to somebody else craft. And this shit ain't even got nothing to do with mine. They might not even know I spit or none of that shit. So,
Yeah,
just, to respect the others in the art form, man. I salute everybody that's doing this shit, man.
for sure, man. And there's a lot of talent out there. We know there's a lot of talent, but I'm interested in the best of the best, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And that's why you're here. That's why I reached out to you. To be honest, I consider myself a critical fan. Yeah, I show love when it's time to show love, but I reached out to you for a reason, man.
No
So
doubt.
so there we go. So I'll tell you a bit about myself. Like I grew up in Toronto. I don't know if you know, just so we could have something to bounce back and forth. If you have any questions for me, this is really about you, but feel free. And
No
I
doubt.
didn't grow up. Go ahead, sir. Oh, sorry.
Nah, you good, you good.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't grow up in like in the '80s in a hip hop like area. It was like bunch of Russian immigrants. Like I have a Russian background. I'm a Russian Jew, but somehow a mixtape got in my hands when I was 6, and I fell in love with hip hop. That's the only genre I really fuck with. It's the only genre I know. So, anyways, that's me. Um, so let me tell you why I like your music, because I've been listening to a lot of your music. I listened through all of your catalog. Uh, Dating back to 2018, you told me to check out the one 2017 as well. I believe I did also. First of all, your skill level has been up there even back to 2017. Like I think your production picked up on the 2018 albums, but the skill level of rhyming, it was always there. So it makes me wonder, like, how long you've been doing this for, you know? How long did it take to get here? Or would you call yourself a natural? Or did you really put a concentrated effort to get your skill level up to where it is right now?
All right. Well, I do spit and I do consider myself a natural with it. I'm born with it. My old man, rest in peace, Sunkiss, he passed away. He was a DJ back in the 70s. So, you know,
Oh, wow.
he always was into music. The crates was there. So, you know, being in the 80s, early 80s, we was like 9, 10 years old. See mom throw away a shitload of albums, which she should have kept because she ain't know her.
Right.
Yeah, she ain't know her sons was gonna be into music like that. So, you
Right.
know, man, when I was young, I used to be with my man Bones. Shout out to my man Bones. We used to always rhyme, write on a little paper, little Dizzy D, Chili B. That was our shit. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? That was
Right.
back like the Run DMC era. So, you know, we were jotting down shit then. But then I was in high school when I was like, I say maybe like 10th grade. I started jotting shit down, and I just kept it to myself. I had like 10 songs, and then I went to the studio with this one dude to go with him, and we were chilling,
Yeah.
getting high, shit like that. Fucking, he recorded a song. Their shit
Right.
was okay. Their shit
Yeah.
was okay, but they were some of the guys that was doing it on some like going to the studio shit, trying to put their music out there. So shout out to my man Shred, cause he the one who put the battery in my pack. Recorded my first song, and I took off from there. V, no bullshit.
Yeah. Did did you excel quickly, or did it take time, or was it just like, yo, I'm a natural at this? Because you
Nah,
sound like a natural, man. There's people that when they write their bars, you could tell they edited it and it's nice and clean. But I feel like you just do stream of consciousness with your shit, you know, and it sounds like it sounds kind of effortless to me. But you correct me if I'm wrong, you know?
nah, you right, you right. I just dove in. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of shit that you know, I had to say shit that I was doing. And then when I was listening to like cats like Cool G, Guru,
Yeah.
fucking Run, Mantronics, you know what I'm saying? They the cats that influenced me. So shit, I picked the pen up and went head first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I sense a strong East Coast influence off you. You know, like I wouldn't call you you don't sound like Nas, but your shit is layered. I love layered shit. Like you're weaving in and out of metaphors and little details, slipping them in, and little jokes, and you're covering a lot of ground in a short period of time. I feel that's characteristic of like high level East Coast rap. But correct me if I'm wrong. Is that your big influence, or is it another coast
No,
that influenced you more?
no, it's East Coast. It's East Coast lab, but you know, shit, I used to live in Oakland, California.
Oh
Like
wow. Okay.
my old man, shout out to the architect, shout out to my man, Yasha Ashma, Allah. You know, my old man got killed in Oakland, California. You know what I'm
Shit.
saying? So
Wow.
when I was 4 years old, we moved back to Virginia. I'm from Portsmouth, Virginia. That's close
Right.
to that's close to like Norfolk, Virginia, Virginia Beach.
Right.
So you know, I get a little influence from both. You know, but like I
From
said,
both?
it's MEV. You feel me?
Yeah. 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 Got it. So I wanted to ask you, why do you go by Lunatic? I thought that's a good place to start.
Hey,
If you
look,
want to explain.
um, why I go by Lunatic, man? I'm a wild motherfucker, man. You
All
know,
right.
um, I'm a I'm a wild cat, man. I like to chill. I like to have fun. But you know, I'm off the wall with my thinking. You know,
Yeah.
but I always been like this, and
Yeah.
I never been one of the cats that switches name. I've been Lunatic for fucking goddamn almost 30 years, my dude.
Okay. So you went by Lunatic before you started rhyming, clearly.
Lunatic.
Got
Anybody
it.
can tell you. That's it.
Right. And that's the thing with your music, and it's very clear. You're an open book. And I'm gonna go back to, like, I compare writing styles. You know, what do we got here?
Lil Duce.
Cheers.
Look, shout out to Duce. Ain't sponsored yet, but it's coming though.
It's coming, all right, man. Let's put it in the ether.
No doubt.
So yeah, man, you're an open book. You get vulnerable in your rhymes. You know what I mean? Like, you come aggressive, you go for the kill, but you show that vulnerability as well. I feel like you don't overthink your shit, which means you got a lot of life experience and you just let it spill out, and it really translates in the music. Not everyone has that. You know, some people got less life experience than others. This is my estimation. And they just got a lot less to say and a lot more to worry about, you know, rhyming clever than actually talking from experience. And it comes through in your music, man. So
yeah, man. Hey, look, I put this on everything. Every bar, line for line, the shit real. If I ain't did it, I was there. I saw it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whether it's me talking about the bitches, whether it's me got them, you know, partying South Beach, whether it's some street shit, whatever the case may be, all that shit bar to bar. You know, anybody that's up here that's from VA, they know the real. You know, the track record speak for itself.
Yeah. And it translates and it makes a difference when you're listening, man. And that's kind of why okay, I'll be honest with you. You know, I'm a fan of yours. The first time we connected on IG, you know, it happens randomly, right?
Yeah.
And I came across one of your videos and I'm like, okay, this is dope. He's doing his thing. He's out in the streets. He's doing it. I'm like, it's pretty dope. And then I remember, like, a couple months later, you start making posts. It's time to change the narrative. And then you posted about Ricky Hyde, you know, collaboration. I'm like, maybe I got to get deeper into this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when I got deeper, I'm like, fuck, like, I didn't really put two and two together. Now I think of you in a whole different level than that first impression. So I wanted to let you know. I think that's part of the challenge with social media is there's so many rappers, right? There's so little chance to get people's attention. It's a matter of just listening to 1, 2, 3 tracks, and then you realize what the method behind the madness is sometimes. That's how I felt with you. And now I'm like, you know, I've been bumping your shit for a month straight, you know, your whole catalog. So
that's what's
there
up.
you go.
Hey, look, I appreciate it, V. Far as, you know, like that next level tier shit. I want to shout out my man Bless Picasso, man.
Yeah.
He a dude that I respect lyrically. You know, I respect his pen game, but not just that. You know, he made a couple of moves before motherfuckers was even them. You know, my man did a song with West Side Gun. You know what I'm saying? This shit might have been in like 2012, 2013. And he shot a video and he had West in my city. You feel me? Now, that shit was major. That was major to just niggas doing what the fuck we do. So, you know, I respect him for the moves that he made. He always on some genius shit. And, you know, it take a lot for a man to be like, oh, I can learn from this cat. Or, you know, I can put something together and you know, take what he do and flip it and bounce my own shit. So shout out to my man Bless. Shout out to Black Pentagon. Shout out to all my guys that I fuck with. My man Tone Hustle, man. My man Duck. Everybody else.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Bless Picasso because he definitely caught my ear. The Apple Riesling off your new joint. He wrote a masterful verse. You know what I mean? Like something Jacqueline Onassis. I like when people make references that go with the sound. You know, playing keys on the classics, Jacqueline Onassis. I like when the words also sink in with the feeling of the song, and he hit that, and then you come in. It's like a nice contrast, you know. he's nice and clean, super clean with the bars, and you come in with the raw energy, the liveliness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that tune. So yeah.
Hey, look, that's my guy. Whenever I call out on him, hey V, he gonna deliver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? No other way. He a solid dude off the grid, but when I call on him lyrically, he gonna come through. But it's a story behind that Apple Riesling shit, man. I fucking
Go ahead, sir.
when I heard the beat. Shout out to my man Jamal Johnson, man. Hey, look, we gonna touch on Jamal Johnson right quick. The producer, goddamn,
I've heard his name circulating, by the way. So go ahead. Yeah.
Jamal Johnson. He a young cat, man. He from Lynn, Massachusetts. Let me tell you, my man Jamal Johnson is next up. I promise you. And it was a pleasure for me doing the project. And you know, we kicked it and we talked the other day. We gonna get something popping again. It ain't over. But that young man, he 23, 24 years old. You know, he got head straight. He ain't one of these young cats that's around here wilding, trying to prove a point, this, that, and the third. My man, he intellectually smart. You know what I'm saying? He played football. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't got nothing else but kudos shit to say about him, because at the end of the day, I respect a young man that's about his grind. And musically, he got that ear. You know what I'm saying? So when he beat for the Apple Riesling, off top, I was like, oh yeah, this that shit, this that crap, off top. So when I heard Mussolini on it. So I was like, yo, I fuck around, I'm gonna reach out to the nigga Mussolini. So I reached out to him. I ain't hear shit. But I also heard my boy Bless on it too. So, you know, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get my boy Bless on the project. I'm gonna shoot him this goddamn Apple Riesling. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no shit I was ramming about. Nothing. But me and Bless got a connection on a few songs that we done been in the studio, whether it was a feature for me or for him. We just did something in our verses that just a track that was. We done this like more than 2 times, my dude. And and I never heard his verse. He never heard mine. We go straight in the studio, spit this shit, and then we both talk about Chesapeake Bay Bridge. You feel me?
Sometimes it's better when you don't hear each other's shit and you don't get influenced. You just do your thing and then you come together. I like that.
That's my man. So Mussolini never reached back. He never reached back to me. By the time he reached back to me, the fucking project was already out.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He it's already out, man. And you know, I chopped it out with him. I told him, you know, this shit was out. You know, he was like, boy, my bad. I just got to it, blah, blah, blah. And I know cats be busy, but you know, man, you gotta check your shit. You know, shit. I'm trying to spend bread with you. So you gotta check your shit. That's all you MCs out there that's on this quote unquote wave.
I'll be dead serious. I've had like 5 people say they want to collab with me, and I've written my shit and nothing, man. I've done it once, I'll be honest with you, but the shit was getting old. But it's crazy. Like, you would think it's simple. You just go in, you write your bars, you record the shit, you move on. But I don't know. There seems to be a lot of bullshit going on when it's time to get it done. So,
well, this thing about the feature thing, man, you know, and I don't know if this was something that you had wanted to talk about, touch on, but this the thing about the feature. Like, we paying these guys to perform a job. You know what I'm saying? For some particular reason. Other people have more, you know, different reasons than others. You know what I'm saying? Some people be like, oh, this is a fucking guy that I always wanted to rap with, you know, on some groupie shit. So when they on some groupie shit, then they don't care how they get the guy to be on the record. You know what I'm saying? With my features, if I'm spinning bread, goddamn it, it's because of one thing, well, 2 things. I respect your pen game enough for you to combat mine. And then second of all, I'm trying to smoke you. I'm trying to smoke you. and I'll pay to smoke a national artist. I'll pay to smoke a national artist because I know that my craft is of national artist standard. You can put me in a room with anybody. That's why I say signed or unsigned.
And here's the thing. I'm gonna sound like I'm gassing you up, but I'm really not. I'm just speaking facts based on how I feel about your music. Is yeah, when you come on the track, every time you come on the track, you're high energy, man. Not everyone is high energy. Like I said, some people write nice and even bars and they plan it out. You just come, man, and the track wakes up every time. It makes a difference every time. That's facts. So.
Yeah. That's my shit. But the whole thing though, V, the whole thing is, it's like, I don't got no problem paying the money to smoke your ass. That's all I'm just saying. You know?
Right.
So to everybody, not just who I featured on my tracks, but to everybody in the future, if I send you some shit and I reach out to you on some bar work, you better have your shit together, because I'm not that one. I'm not the guy to be fucking with.
So I'm guessing the Ricky Hyde, the Pro Dillinger, that was paid stuff.
Rick Hyde was, but Pro Dillinger, that's my family. That's my family.
Okay. Got it.
And I've worked with Pro a few times. Pro, that's my guy. I love him to death. He a real individual. You know, he in the grind just like I am. You know, I got respect for Pro Dillinger, and shout out to him. And this another thing, I ain't never afraid to shoot out another guy's accomplishments. So on that, I'ma stand up G for that. And my boy, he was on, I don't know if you ever seen Respect Live, but it's a very well-known YouTube series. You know, you can go up there, they got seasons of shit. So my boy, his music been featured up there for the past two episodes. And shout out to Pro Dillinger, man. And shout out to the Umbrella too, man.
Yeah. Well, here's everyone you feature with is high level, man. You don't collab with weak rappers, man, and it's clear, you know. So I wanted to ask you, because you're in the circumference, it seems, of only top tier rappers. That's my assessment. So you want to give us a little more about what you are in the Virginia scene? You know what I mean? I know we're all trying to come up in our own way, you know what I mean? But you want to explain the scene a little bit and where Lunatic fits in? Because all I know is IG, you know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, man. All right, man. I ain't shit to Virginia, man. I'm going to be honest with you, I ain't shit to V. You know, these motherfuckers here, they don't appreciate shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. They don't, man. And you know, I'm from a small city called Portsmouth. It's a real dangerous city. You know, at one point, we had the highest murder rate per people in the capital. You know, the 90s is known for heroin, a whole bunch of dog food, known for shooting, all kinds of shit. But, you know, in my city, far as spitters, they know I spit. They know my dude spit. They know my brother spit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We've been doing this shit for a long time, but, you know, we would do shows. And you know, these young guys, man, you know, no disrespect to nobody, but no disrespect to nobody, but you know, they be running around, jumping on stage, a whole bunch of turn up shit, boop, 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 shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when we used to come on stage, me and my guys, we used to come on stage, we would blow fucking minds apart because they wasn't ready for the type of sound that we was coming with. And the whole thing, we were going from local venue to local venue to local venue doing this shit. And we was meeting a whole bunch of people, even the young boys. So far as the MCs, they know about what we doing. But far as the public, they don't support shit, man. You know, and it's a damn shame because, you know, you got cats like me, my man Tone Hustle. You know, he did a shit with Sky Zoo and brought Sky Zoo to the city. And that's big shit for where we from.
So here's the thing. For this series that I do, I really don't give a fuck how big the artist is. I call it the art of rhyming for a reason. I don't care if you're signed or not. It's about your skills. It's about your body of work. There's other avenues for people that want to jump on hype trains and worry about who's got the buzz. I'm not. I care about the goods. That's why I have the show. You know what I'm saying? So that's
No
it, man.
doubt. Hey, look, man.
So
Hey,
go ahead.
we 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 dedicate ourselves to making good fucking music. Um, it's a pleasure to have you even interviewing me because you're not even from the States. This is a prime example, V. You're not even from the US. You in Canada. And
That's right.
we doing an interview. My man is from Toronto, Canada, and I'm from fucking Portsmouth. Okay? I can't even get a motherfucker from Portsmouth to do the same shit. You feel me?
Here's what I love about hip hop, or when you connect on something you love, is that I'm from another universe. I'm a fucking Russian Jew from fucking Toronto. You're from where you're from, but we're here just respecting the music, man, and appreciating it.
And
So
that,
it's a beautiful thing, man.
yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and that's the shit that bring us together, And then once we figure out, oh boy, we got like-minded shit on other things, then that's the shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey, look,
Yeah.
I also want to shout out my my guys from Russia. Shout out to my boy Dre Yard. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Dre Yard and shout out to my boy Kazim. You feel me? They two producers that I fuck with. My boy from Belarus. You know what I'm saying? Over there by where the war at. My boy Dre Yard. Like, so peace to him, peace to his family. I hope everybody's safe. This war shit crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
it's crazy, man.
It's crazy, man.
It's crazy. I won't even get into it. I'm trying to make sense of it. I won't even get into it. But it's interesting how Europe, I feel like they're helping keep boom bap alive. The way the music has spread around the world, even for it to touch a guy like me in the early 80s, you know what I mean? Not from New York. The way it's spread, I love seeing that, man. But they really appreciate the boom bap, I don't know if I'm sure you've noticed, so.
Hey, listen, they love that shit out there, man. They love it. And I respect them for that because whether you believe it or not, they keep the culture going. So I went to go see the Jizzle. I went to go see the Genius.
Oh, I want to talk to you about this stuff. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I went to go see the Genius, man. I go up into the venue, nice venue. I go to the venue, and ain't no motherfuckers there. You feel
right?
Me? So I'm just like, how the fuck you get the Genius here and don't have nobody here? You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's a very fucking big disrespect to hip hop, man.
Look, that's why they go to Europe. They're gods in Europe still. I'm telling you, if he went to Europe, it'd probably be a packed house. That's what's fucked up.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man.
So maybe you need to go to Europe. Maybe that's the play. What do you think?
Hey, look, I can't wait to go to Europe. Shout out to my boy in France, man. I ain't lying. My boy Dan Akil and my boy what's my boy Mr. Sly. They two producers. They on my next project. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some French shit.
So I saw you make posts of the NBA Leather Tour. Right? You were there, right? Who are you there for? Who are you there for?
I fuck with Action. I fuck with all of them. I fuck with all of them. Yeah, I fuck with Earl. I fuck with Action. I fuck with Bolden. But when I go to shows, V, I'm on some critiquing shit. You feel?
We're gonna talk about that because I have my own story about that.
Yeah. So that's my thing, man. I don't really do nightclubs and be out in the street until I go out of town. I let my hair down. I like shows. I like to go to hip hop shows, and I do. That's how I get off, man. Let my hair down.
Yeah. So, so okay. So when I listen to your music, obviously you cook, right? We're gonna get
Yeah.
into that too. But I I hear a hint of You don't sound like Bronson. You're not Bronson. Don't get me wrong. But I hear that I think he touched you in a way. Like he's a big influence on me, man. Even late in the game, he's late to the game. I'm a big Bronson fan, and I won't lie. I spent 2 years listening to nothing but Bronson when I was kind of on the low with music. Um, yeah. So, so you like Bronson? You're a fan. You're a
Yeah.
fan of Bronson.
I fuck with Bronson. I do. That's my guy. I fuck
Yeah.
with him. Fucking with him before a lot of people was fucking with him. When they was on the Ghostface Bronson shit,
Yeah.
I think he sound like fucking Ghostface. You feel me? Maybe a tab, but not for real.
You're not a you're not a fucking hip hop fan if you think Bronson sounds like Ghostface, in my opinion.
Nah,
Like you're not with it.
Bronson got his own kind of style, man. You know, and a lot of people might not respect that shit, but you know, at the end of the day, man, that man pen game crazy, man.
Yeah. The way he navigates the references, like the line, the path he takes with his rhymes, no one else does it. And I get that from you also, to be honest with you, you know, in your own way. It's like you're walking a path with your rhymes. You got a vision that no one is like no one else's. And that to me is important to be a top tier MC. If you don't got that, if you sound like everyone else, you're never gonna be top tier, like in my books, you know? So
You know, I just and look, and you touch something with that. I just be trying to bring people into my world. You know what I'm saying? When I
yeah.
bring you into my world, it's like I'm closing my eyes. It's like I'm closing my eyes, and I'm just got them in, holding y'all hand. You know, to the promised land, on some promised land shit.
Yeah.
And if you follow me, I'm gonna tell y'all how I be living and the shit that we be going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Um yeah, I wanted to ask you a question. 1 second here. How long does it take you to write a verse? Tell me about your writing process.
Oh man, that shit crazy.
A
um,
track, a verse, a track. How long does it take you to do that?
you know what, V? It's different, man. Sometimes I hear shit and I go slam in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But my writing process crazy because I'll fuck around and have 5 songs open. I have 5 verses open and I'm touching on all of them. And it's like each one of them a different chamber. So I'll just close my eyes and vibe the fuck out. You know, I'll be in a car, listening to the beat or, you know, just by myself. I don't have shit on. And I just think about some wild ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Just some wild ass shit that might have happened in the hood or, you know, some shit that we did back in the day. And then I just you know, man, it's like putting a puzzle together, man. You don't put that shit together overnight. You feel me?
Shout out to Bless Picasso. Your shit is fire, man. We were talking about you earlier. Salute.
What up, Bless?
Yeah. Do you write your shit down? I don't write my shit down. I memorize it, then I get it in an app, listen to it, might do some edits, and then I go in the booth. I know the shit really well when I go in the booth. Do you
And
write your shit down, or how
yes,
do you do it?
yes, I do. I never memorize it.
Yeah.
I never memorize this shit, man, because it be too much. It be too.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, the only way I can memorize my shit is once I perform it. Once I perform it live, then I'm gonna memorize it. You know,
Right.
I will fuck my own shit up quick as a motherfucker.
Right.
I'll fuck my own shit up quick as a motherfucker. But once I lock in and I perform that shit live, then boy, I got it. I
So,
got
so I'm gonna admit I'm a fucking nerd when it comes to writing and the craft of this shit. When I hear you do your shit, it's like some parts you speed up to catch the snare, you make space, you do whatever. But that's the beautiful thing about what you do is the shit sounds live. You know, even though it's recorded, and it's gonna, you know, technically it's the same thing every time. The way you spit it with the change in speed and all that shit, it's just raw energy every time. So yeah, and I find it interesting how you do it. I feel like you just keep writing fearlessly. You might skip a snare, go to the next one. So I was listening to your a couple of your tunes. I was blazed, and I was like listening. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to expect when you're gonna land. Because for me, when I listen to a verse for the first time, I compare it to a roller coaster ride. It's like you're gonna go up, down, left. Like where's it gonna go? Especially the first time. And I was fucking stoned, and I was like overloaded because I didn't know where you're gonna go. And that it was dope, man. Yeah.
Hey, look, take that V. Hey, look, you know what's crazy? Like a lot of motherfuckers be thinking, you know, I ain't gonna say they think rappers is retarded or no shit like that, but I ain't no stupid motherfucker. When I was in school, I
Yeah.
liked it, and I took literature. So
Yeah.
when you write in literature, you know, you got like A, B, A, B, then you got A, B, B, A, shit like
Yeah.
that. So that's
Yeah.
kind of my way I write. You know what I'm saying? It's more on some literature type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I might not rhyme on every bar. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I come back with the rhyming word the next bar. You feel me?
Yeah. 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 But yeah, so I wanted to talk about how you applied that in a song. The song about your man, Sunkissed.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite songs. So to me, to be a goat, I'm not saying we're goats in this room, you know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, to be a goat, you got to be able to make songs like that. And that song needed that raw energy, not that well-planned bar landing perfectly. It needed that raw energy which you brought. You know, it's a tearjerker. You know what I'm saying? Like I compare that to Ghostface. All that I got is you. No one has topped that track. You know what I mean? But you're doing that vibe, and to be a goat, you need to be able to do that. You also need to be funny here and there. Your shit is like blink and you miss it funny. You got some funny references, uh, but you got to listen to the shit to catch it. You know. So
That that's yeah, you know, this story, man, this is a true story. I'm at work and I heard the beat and the shit crazy because when Jamar sent me the beat, he was like, yo, I want a story on it. And
yeah,
I'm not a storyteller writing nigga. You feel me? So you know, my shit was, you know, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you some real life shit. And I just, man, I don't know what the fuck, man. I just blacked out. I started thinking about my old man. And
hmm
man, I was at work. Man, the tears just started goddamn it coming out my
yeah,
face. Real shit. I put this on everything, no bullshit. I just started thinking about my peoples, man.
yeah,
And you know, I started thinking about how I ain't had no father figure. You know what I'm saying?
right,
That's why I call the shit male figure. You know, I never had one after that.
yeah,
I never looked up to a man for shit. So, you know, with all that being said, man, the tears came down at work, and man, I started jotting the first lines, and I just told the story on my father's death. You feel me?
yeah, yeah,
And how it touched my brothers, and you know how it touched my mother, and you know the shit that the stain that it left. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? My peoples and anybody that I grew up with, they already know. You know, boy, my brothers was wild. You know what I'm saying? So we never had that guidance, man. You feel me? So that
yeah,
rap a lot to me, and I'm glad that it touched y'all, man. Because at the end of the day, everybody lost somebody,
yeah.
and we care about them a lot.
That's where hip hop gets powerful to me, to be honest with you, because you can write fire bars if you get to a certain level of competency with the bars. You can write a fire verse, rapping about rapping, this and that. I don't care if you rap a million miles per hour. If you can't do a song like that, you know, you can only go so far in my book. So salute, you know, and rest in peace to all your people. So yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, and I think you did the same thing with the one about your ex girl or whatever you want to call her, Rosemary's Letter. Same thing. You gave it like 100% honesty. I think the craft needs more 100% transparency with who the fuck you're listening to, not half the story. You know what I mean? So those two tracks stand out for me in that regard. So yeah.
Hey, look, man, yeah, man, that song, man, I'm actually talking about two bitches, man. You know what
All
I'm
right,
saying?
all right.
Yeah, I'm
Got
talking
you.
about two, but it's intertwined though. You feel me? And you know,
Okay.
salute to them bitches, man. You feel me?
Right.
Salute to them, man. I ain't got nothing but love for them, man. Hey, look, y'all made me cry for ill ass dot, man. And I fuck with you bitches. You feel me?
There we go. There we go. If I turn over, man, I got a list of questions. Just bear with me here, man. I'm picking the right one. Give me a second here.
It's all good, fam. We up here. We chilling. It's Friday night. We're sipping on Douce. I'm chilling.
There you go. Yeah, I don't have a drink in my hand, unfortunately.
No, it's
So,
all good. Shout out, Pat. What's good, Pat? My man, the kid, you know what I'm saying? He's still out there. Hey, look, I represent for a lot of cats, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, when you watch Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy opened his chest and he got all the fucking faces on his chest, that's me.
yeah.
That's me. You feel me? My offering in hip hop. I present goats and shit. You feel me? And slaughter them. You feel me? That's my shit.
All right. So tell me about the song Snuff. Why did you make that song?
Snuff.
Let's talk about that. Tell the
Okay.
people listening.
All right, y'all. Snuff.
Just put it
Snuff
out there.
Snuff is my alter ego when I'm all alone in rooms with these girls. You feel me? And I might do some perverted shit. You feel me?
Right.
Like I'm this shit. So I might put a mask on and role play. Or I might, leave a chick. I leave a chick is borderline like rape when we finish. You feel me? And
Consensual.
yeah,
Let's put it out there.
yeah, okay. Sensual rape, it's a good rape though. They love it,
Yeah.
sometimes or whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
but it's in a good way though. Very sensual and very satisfactory.
All right. I got it. I was expecting a slightly different answer, but I got the point.
Shit, let's get it, man. It's Friday, man. It's freaking Friday, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Abort mission. Bless Picasso.
Oh shit. Woo.
So who's in your top three, man? I don't ask about top five. I think that's too much to tell about an artist. I think the top three tells a lot about a rapper. So who's in your top
Man.
three?
Top three?
Yeah.
Oh man. Cool G Rap.
Right.
Cool G Rap. Even though he pissing me off, but I'ma still run with Nas.
Yeah. Why is Nas pissing you off? You don't like his latest projects? I think he's back in good form.
All right, this is my thing with Nas, V. Why the fuck you don't do a whole shit with Alchemist? You feel me?
Right.
Why you don't fucking why you don't do a shit with Mad Lib or
right.
Apollo Brown, shit like that. I don't get that dude, man. So it waters his shit down, and I don't care how sharp his pen is. You ain't got no production, so your whole catalog is kind of garbage for real, and it's falling off because you don't go to the guys that give you the sound that you really need. So I don't know. Maybe that's his vice. I don't know.
Yeah. Honestly, my top three is pretty standard, man. Like Jay-Z, Biggie, Nas is very stereotypical. But Nas has been getting a pass for a long time, I think, based off what he's done instead of what he's doing, you know. But I think I really like his new stuff. I'm yeah, I feel like he's back. I feel like he can go another 5 years, 5, 10 years. I don't know. That's my feeling.
Hey, my third one is Chuck D, man.
Yeah,
Chuck D. Yeah, Chuck D mean a lot to me, man. You know, Chuck D had a delivery that nobody can fucking produce. You can't reproduce that shit. And
yeah, yeah,
and and it go back to when you were saying how I come on tracks and you know, boy, I bring a particular type of energy. You knew
yeah,
with a Public Enemy song that got them
yeah.
in Chuck come with that shit.
It makes sense.
So those my three, man. You know, and honorable mention, Guru, man. Rest in peace, man.
And I could see how those are represented in your style, to be honest. That's why I asked what the top three is. And it's crazy. I'll go back. Like, I had Public Enemy records when I was 8, 9. You know, I didn't understand all the shit they were talking about at that time, that young and from where I was from. But you go back and you listen to that shit and you're like the 80s might have been the hardest era. If you look at the dope shit, it might have been the hardest era. Some of Ice-T's tracks, Public Enemy, Run DMC, the aesthetic behind the music was fucking hard, you know? Even
Yeah,
though the technology was limited, man. So
fucking run used to hard as shit. You feel me?
yeah,
Like listen to when you listen, just go when you go back and you look at, because every blue moon I'll go back and look at all the rap movies. So that shit'll give me inspiration. So when I look at Crest Groove and you see how when Run got mad at his brother and he took the stage and he just went fucking ape shit.
right.
That's that's me. That's me.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's me, man. I that's how I approach the mic every time on some run
yeah.
shit, crap shit.
My first tape was Raising Hell, uh, Beastie Boys, License to Ill, and a Fat Boys tape. I got them on the same day. But I go back to that Raising Hell, man, and I'm like if these dudes were on a stage, like I don't care how old school the wordplay is. If they were on a stage, just energy
Yeah,
wise, they would blow a lot of people away. You know, compared to the artists today. You know, I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
nah, that shit crazy, man. You know how many Raising Hell's tapes we stole out of the stores?
How
we
many?
used to,
Got
we
it.
used to we used to steal and got them in Houdini tapes and the Fat Boy
Right.
tapes. Shout out to my man Shine. He know what the fuck is up. We go up in the fucking store, steal all the fucking music. We won't come back, put it in the boom box, break
Yeah.
dance outside, all that shit. You feel me? So
Yeah.
shout out to Shine, shout out to my boy Bones, shout out to Roses.
Yeah, man. That's
young,
crazy.
we were young vandals in the making.
Did so yeah. Um all right, man. So let's talk about religion for a second. We'll get serious for a second. And I'm looking forward to chopping this up into a million segments, by the way. If you haven't seen what I do, I cut it all up, the good parts, and I post the shit out of it, you know,
Yeah.
so you'll see a lot of promo. But you talk about religion, right? Are you a religious man? Because you
Um,
talk about street shit and religion. I'm just wondering how that weighs on your conscience, you know, in life and when you make music, if
nah,
it does.
man. Okay. Man, we grew up on some Jesus shit. You feel me? Don't get it.
Right.
Don't get it. You know, when they talk about the tribe of Israel and you know they talk about the you know, the Israelites, black Israelites, shit like that.
Right.
You know, people think that, you know, there are not any black Jews. You know, there are plenty of fucking
Oh
black
yeah.
Jews.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
and you know, I'm not a religious guy per se. I'm more spiritual than
Right.
anything. You know, but at the same time, I take, you know, the studies of, you know, Christ, and I put all that shit into my own perspective, man, because at the end of the day, and this a fact, I know the original man was born in Africa. That's the birthplace of civilization. So
Right.
we all our descendants came from Africa. Then, you know, when you do the knowledge to the studies and what we've been taught, we being bamboozled to a degree.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're being bamboozled every day with the media.
yeah.
On top of that,
So they
our whole life is being bamboozled. That's what, after this COVID shit, I'm really paying attuned to what the fuck is going on, man. I never been into politics or anything like that, but anyways, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good. You just gotta understand that it's another entity that you know that's on some wicked shit. You know, you can't have good without evil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just can't. It's a balance. You know what I'm saying? Everything in life is a balance. You got to have balance in order to survive this shit. So, you know, we touch it to like the Newborn King project. And I'm
Right.
absolutely doing Newborn King 2 right now. I'm writing that right now.
Right.
That will be forever, you know, a thing to me, because first of all, it was my first individual project, so it means a lot to me. I did it on my own, all backing, Kill Floor Records.
What year was that? What year was that?
That was 18. That was
2008.
18.
Oh,
That's
okay. I listened to it. Yeah. That's dope. Yeah.
yeah, that was 18. And you know, shout out to my man Scary Hour. He's another producer that he's from my city. We all grew up. We all went to school together. He's worked with a lot of guys, you know, Cricket Eye, Planet Asia, Hush Kingpin,
So
do Smith and Wesson. You know, he worked with a few cats, and he definitely next up. So he produced the whole track. And we take the religious thing, you know, with my intellect and the shit that I be on, I just entied to my life, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I know it's a high power. But, you know, do I think the high power took one fish and fed a million motherfuckers? I don't know. Because I could go to the seafood market, buy a fish, and goddamn it, I can feed 2 people. You feel me? So how the fuck he feed a million? I don't know. You know, I just don't know. So you know, on some intimate shit with the universe. I read a book. I read this book called The Power of Kabbalah.
okay.
I read a book called The Power of Kabbalah. Man, that book changed my life. You know what I'm saying? That book changed my life. It changed the way I think. It changed the way that I look at life, and being proactive, and everything that you want in life, you can get them and bring it into existence if you just speak that shit and stay diligent to your actions. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I don't know shit. Like I'm a Jew, but I don't know shit about religions. My parents came from a place where they tried to take away religion and just have government at that time. It was just about the government, communism. So it was suppressed. So when they moved to Canada, that shit started coming out again, but my parents were never heavy. But I'm getting more spiritual in the last couple of years. There's a lot of shit going on in life, a lot of things in the balance that it's hard to process, and I'm starting to open up to at least the spiritual existence. So I feel you. I feel you on that, man.
No doubt. So, what part of Russia your family from?
Well, funny enough, my dad was born in Odessa, so that's Ukraine. But it
Yeah.
was Soviet era, you know what I mean? So it's interesting talking to my dad about the shit that's going on. My mom was from Moldova. It was like another province. Neither of these provinces belong to Russia anymore, technically.
Okay.
But yeah. I'm just going back and learning this shit now with the war. I'm just trying to understand the past a little more now. I'm taking the time. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
But anyways, enough about me. Let's focus on you. So your projects, I like that they're nice and short. You know what I mean? I think it makes sense for today. You know, like you can't have too long of a project. And you got some dope skits to fill it out. I feel like you're the type of guy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you watch a lot of fucking movies. Like you're waiting for the next skit to pop up at any moment for you to use for your next project. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No. I mean, you're right, you know. But I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you where it come from. You know, me and my peoples and my brothers, we all trip off a lot of shit, a lot of movies.
Yeah, yeah.
And shit be funny as fuck. But
Yeah.
you be trying to figure out if other motherfuckers think it's funny. So you put it out there. It's okay to somebody who don't make music and they like look at movies and they trip off some shit. Then you know they ain't really got no avenue to express how they feel. So you know it's fortunate enough that we into music so that when we do find something amusing or you know you want somebody on some type of shit, then we can express it. And it's cool, you know.
But I feel like all of your skits are potent, whether it's the fucking Madonna skit, the Madonna interview, or the Ku Klux Klan, or that soldier one where it's talking about throwing the gun stand or whatever when he ran out of bullets. Like all that shit, it's potent, man. And I could tell it feeds into the concept of your albums. I feel like they're titled based on the skits.
Yeah, when I put a project together, it's themed. You know, it's themed. So, and that's another thing to the Lunatic. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a wild motherfucker. So what I talk might not even be shit according to the theme. But
Yeah.
at the same time though, when I put the cohesiveness of the project, it's gonna sound like it's together. You feel me?
Shout out to Jamar Johnson. We were saluting him earlier, man. So
Yeah.
fire
Hey,
beat.
what up, Jamal?
And I'm also gonna be kind of honest with you, and I kind of like this. I don't understand everything you're saying at all times, but it adds to the replay value. I don't understand the connection, right? And some of it you'll never make the connection. Like for me, when I was listening to Wu-Tang, you know, in our time when they came out, there was a lot of shit that was over my head. I don't know about you. I won't lie. But when I go back and listen as an adult, I pick it up even more. And it's crazy how much you pick up years later.
Yeah.
So I like that your shit. It's not straightforward. It adds to it. If it was too much, you know what I mean. It's another story. But I like that shit. It gives it replay value. So yeah.
See, and you know, it's funny that you touch on that because a lot of the shit that I be on just be on shit from my city. You feel me?
Yeah.
From where we at in Virginia, Hampton Roads. It's a real crazy place, man. And the city that I'm from, it's like a time warp. You feel me? Like the shit is crazy. Every time it's a tunnel. Like I stay in a different city now. So when I go back when I go back where I'm from, I go through a tunnel. Either way, I gotta go through the tunnel. When I clear the tunnel, soon as I get out the fucking tunnel, it's an aura. You know, it's like snap into this particular zone. If not, you'll fuck around and shit. If you out there, you'll fuck around and you'll get robbed, you could get killed, you know what I'm saying? You got that as a mentality. So a lot of the shit that I talk about is it's shit that really people from where I'm from can feel that shit because they know the aura and they know the climate of where we from.
Yeah. Like I said, you can listen to a lot of people's shit. It's possible to make yourself sound like a tougher guy than you are. You know what I mean? Just by putting some clever bars together. You could set up your rhymes in such ways where you're speaking half truths. It sounds like full truths. But when I listen to your shit, it just sounds, I've said it already. It just sounds authentic. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
salute, man. It makes
look,
a difference. It makes a and that's why when I heard your shit, I'm like, I don't know shit about marketing. I don't know shit about what it takes to make it in music, but just the quality of the music from a real fan, I'm like, he's there. and that's it. You know,
I
that's all I gotta
appreciate that.
say. So
You know, we like street reporters. You know what I'm saying? We like street reporters. We just report their news. You feel me?
yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see what else I got, man. Are you pressed for time? We won't go too much longer.
Nah, good, homie. I'm chilling. I'm sipping.
Good.
Do say?
Do you have kids?
Nah.
All right, all right. I thought you
Nah.
did. I don't know why. I see you at the basketball games.
Nah. I do be at the basketball games.
Right.
I coach football. I coach football.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I coach where we was in Pop Warner, but you know, I coach youth football. I help out with some of the high school kids. That's my way I give back, you know.
Yeah,
I got a lot of bullshit in me, but at the end of the day, I try to each one teach one. So, you know, the kids that I come across, if they come from single family homes, I try to, you know, get into their mind and tell them that, you know, don't be like us. You know what I'm saying? We ain't
yeah,
what you want to be. Tell your ass
yeah.
to school.
So, what was the football and the cooking ever ahead of the rap? I want to get into the cooking before we wrap up for sure. We're not going to end on the kids, man. We're not going to wrap it up on the kids.
No, no,
Monty,
no. I fuck with that. I fuck with that hat too, man.
my hat?
Yeah, I fuck with that hat, cuz.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
even like the T, man. I just feel that's my animal spirit when I'm rhyming, man. So that's why I have that. The grizzly bear.
Nah, it's
That's
all
it.
good. I fuck with that hat. That hat mean, boy.
Thank you, thank you.
Nah, the cooking, man. Hey, look, shout out to my mama, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mama, man. She get busy in the kitchen, man. You know, we cook. We don't never depend on no woman for shit. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, I don't need you to cook for me, baby. I just need you for a couple of things, companionship and me, touch me good. You feel me?
I hear you.
Uh,
Yeah,
other
man.
than other than that, you can kill your ass.
Do you see any parallels between cooking and rhyming? No,
Yeah,
not really.
yeah, I do, cause you know when you got to have ingredients in your shit when you rhyming. You know what I'm saying? So when you get the beat, that's like raw meat. You feel me? To somebody like me, that's raw meat. So you sprinkle a little adobo, you sprinkle some garlic powder. You know what I'm saying? And you seat it
Yeah.
up. It's the same
Yeah.
thing like when you got a piece of steak. You know, you do what you do, and then you sizzle that motherfucker.
Here's what dawned on me. It's about quality ingredients. So
No
the
doubt.
sample has to be clean, high quality. You know, everything, every piece has to be quality, and the raps and everything. Like, so when I spit in the booth, what I like to do is actually I'll spit 2, 3 practice runs, and then I feel I'm fucking warmed up, and then it's the the like the third, the fourth. That'll be the final because when I stop recording and I walk away and I start editing my vocals, I want the quality ingredients. I don't want to go back and be like, oh fuck. So to me, I see the parallel in the ingredients you put into the music or into the pot, whatever it may
Yeah.
be.
Hey, look, when we in the studio, whether it's me, whether it's you, whether it's somebody else, we chefing shit up. That's what we doing. We cooking. You know,
Yeah.
my boy, shout out to my boy Flowers. We cooking. Stay cooking. So, you know,
Right.
when we in that booth, that's like the kitchen, my dude. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it definitely coincide with each other, you know?
Yeah, man. All right, so we're gonna start wrapping it up, man. It's been a slice. You know, I'm enjoying this conversation because you're also, you know, you're vested in it. I've done all my interviews have been dope, but I knew with you it would be live. Just based on your music, based on your personality that I hear, I knew this would be what it was, where I don't have to like tightly, control all the questions to keep it going. So it's been a joy. But what milestones are you looking to hit, man? Are you taking this
And
day by day? Do you have milestones? You know?
now we do have milestones, man. We got projected, things that we doing far as like how many projects I want to put out in a year, little things like that. But my goal is to be able to put myself in a position where the guys who we look at far as respect, when I'm in the company of these guys, they understand that this is serious business. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
that's what we really trying to accomplish. The money will come, the fame will come, the notoriety will come. You just got to stay consistent. If you stay
Yeah.
consistent with this shit, good things will come, and I believe that. So that's where I'm at. That's where what I've learned over the past few years. I wish I knew what I know now 8 years ago. Who the fuck
Yeah.
knows where I would have been? I don't know if you had a chance to because I sprung it on you late. I don't know if you had a chance to go back and listen to that
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah. I listened to half of it. I only had time to listen to half of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Um, See, that's a whole different side of lunatic that motherfuckers don't even really get. You know, that's that's old lunatic. You feel me? Um,
What's the
but
difference? What's the difference?
the difference is the hunger level. You know what I'm saying? The hunger level, the growth level. And it all in ties with spirituality and all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So, I just look at shit, the preparation. The
Right.
preparation, like I said, the preparation.
Right. Got it.
Yeah. Like right now, we trying to strive for some good shit. And it ain't just me. And I just keep shouting out my guys because, one thing I respect them, but they also making good moves too. And my man Bless and my man Tony Hustle and what Black Pentagon doing. And there's a couple of other guys in where I'm from that's doing their thing too. Shout out to my man Sensei. He get busy. We just trying to have motherfuckers know that on a national stage, we can
Yeah.
perform. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We can perform, and that's the goal.
So best of luck to you, man. I'm definitely gonna be, a fan from the sidelines, checking for your new projects for sure. And this has been dope, man. So yeah.
I appreciate
Hey,
you, V. Hey, look, and I see you doing your thing too. So, don't never stop doing your thing, man, because it's cool that you get a chance to branch out and fuck with other MCs that you respect and you respect their craft. But don't stop doing you, because at the end of the day, cuz we all gonna flourish and we all gonna, have each other back. This shit is a brotherhood, man. It's like a fraternity.
listen, whether the music pans out financially or not, I don't hold my breath for it. I'm not putting any limits on my mind, but the music is a part of me at this point. It gets you through so much in life. Once it does
No
that to
doubt.
you a few times, it's part of you. So, everything else is gravy for me, anyways.
Yeah.
So, but I appreciate that, man. So, take care of yourself, and we'll stay in touch, man.
Hey, look, one last thing. Fucking Deranged Poems of Sadness. It's coming out real soon. Well, Deranged Poems of Sadness. It's coming out. New project. 7 songs on it. 7 different producers. I never done no shit like that before. Fucking, it's insane. No feature. It's all
Eh,
me.
All right, I'm gonna gas you up one last time. You pick only dope beats with big vibes. That's another thing. And not a lot of rappers have the energy to do that from one track to another. So I'm looking forward to see what you strung together in terms of the sound. I'm looking forward to it. I know it's gonna be a vibe every track, man. So So yeah.
Hey, look, I'm gonna let the cat out the hat. I make beats too.
All right.
They coming soon. I just got the computer. Shout out to my boy Brian. Monica Show. Shout out to my boy B. I just got the Mac. Hey, look, y'all motherfuckers in trouble.
I'm gonna wait for your BeatStars account to make it official. All right.
No, I got you. Hey, salute, my dude.
Salute, man. Have a good one. Peace. Peace, everyone.